This is Pakistan. This country offers landscapes that rival the most famous destinations on the planet and cities filled with history and life. Its impressive landmarks, breathtaking scenery, distinctive cuisine, and a culture with incredible depth, making Pakistan one of the world's great surprises.
Forget everything you think you know about food. In Pakistan, the boldest dishes don't just test your taste buds, they flip every rule on its head. What looks bizarre tastes unforgettable. What seems extreme is someone's childhood favorite. These aren't just meals, they're statements, stories, and a little bit of shock on a plate. Join us as we uncover 15 of the most unusual foods that only exist in Pakistan. Number 15. Magaz. Not many dishes make you stop and wonder, am I really eating brains right now? But in Pakistan, that's exactly the point, and it's delicious. Meet Magaz masala, a dish where goat or cow brain isn't just used, it's celebrated. Magaz means brain in Urdu, and this dish turns one of the most overlooked organs into a creamy, spicy delicacy. It's especially popular in Lahore, Karachi, and Peshawar, often served sizzling on hot plates with naan or paratha. The process begins with thorough cleaning and boiling of the brain to remove any residue and firm up the soft tissue. After that, it's cooked in ghee or oil with a medley of aromatics, onions, garlic, ginger, green chilies, and a rich mix of spices like turmeric, red chili powder, coriander, cumin, and garam masala. Some chefs mash it slightly, while others leave it in chunky lobes to preserve texture. Despite its bold flavor, Magaz is incredibly soft, almost buttery. That's because brain tissue is made up mostly of fat and protein. Nutritionally, it's high in omega-3 fatty acids like DHA, which support brain and nervous system health. It also contains significant amounts of vitamin B12 and selenium. However, it is also dense in cholesterol, nearly 3 times more than beef liver, so it's usually enjoyed in moderation. Magaz masala's roots trace back to the Mughal era, when no part of the animal was wasted, and luxurious spice blends were developed in royal kitchens. Even today, the dish is often found at street food stalls, dabas, and family feasts during Eid al-Adha, when fresh organ meat is readily available. It's not just about taste, it's a conversation starter. The dish challenges your culinary boundaries while remaining a proud part of Pakistani food culture. And for locals, it's more comfort food than curiosity. If you've never tasted something that melts like butter but hits like chili, Magaz masala might be the brain food you didn't know you needed. Number 14. Capore. Some foods turn heads. This one turns stomachs, at least until the first bite changes everything. Capore, also known as goat testicles, are sizzling proof that bold choices make unforgettable meals. In Pakistan, capure are not a novelty, they're a prized delicacy, especially in places like Lahore's Lakshmi Chowk or Burns Road in Karachi. They're most popular when paired with kidneys in the famous Gurda Capure combo, sold fresh at roadside stalls or cooked up at home after Eid al-Adha, when organ meats are in abundance. Preparing capura is a precise process. First, the outer membrane is carefully peeled off. Then they're boiled to remove impurities and firm up the texture. Once cleaned, they hit the hot tawa, where ghee or oil blends with onions, garlic, ginger, and green chilies. Turmeric, crushed cumin, coriander, and red chili powder are added to create a thick, flavorful masala that soaks into the meat. Some versions even toss in tomatoes and lemon juice for extra zing. The texture is soft, creamy, and tender, almost similar to scrambled eggs, but richer. The flavor is mild, which is why the spices play such a crucial role in giving capure its kick. Nutritionally, goat testicles are high in protein and contain essential vitamins like B12, along with minerals such as zinc and selenium. Traditional beliefs claim they boost stamina and testosterone levels, which is why they've long been considered an aphrodisiac. However, they also contain a high amount of cholesterol, so they're best eaten in moderation. For the uninitiated, it might seem shocking, but to many locals, capure aren't strange. They're comfort food. One plate is all it takes to go from hesitation to habit. Number 13. Paya. When a dish is named after the very part of the animal most would discard, you know it's got a story worth tasting. In Pakistan, paya, meaning feet in Urdu, is a culinary masterpiece that transforms humble animal trotters into a rich, flavorful stew. Traditionally made with goat, lamb, or beef hooves, paya is slow-cooked to extract gelatin and marrow, resulting in a broth that's both hearty and nourishing. This dish is especially popular during winter months, often enjoyed as a breakfast staple alongside naan or paratha. The preparation of paya is meticulous. The trotters are thoroughly cleaned, sometimes using flour to remove any residual hair, then boiled to eliminate impurities. They're then simmered with a blend of spices, such as turmeric, coriander, and garam masala, alongside aromatics like onions, garlic, and ginger. This slow cooking process, often lasting several hours, allows the flavors to meld and the meat to become tender. Historically, paya has roots in the Mughal era, where it was considered a delicacy among the nobility. Over time, it became a cherished dish across various regions, including Lahore and Hyderabad. In some areas, a variation known as siri paya includes both the head and feet of the animal, offering a more gelatinous and flavorful experience. Beyond its rich taste, paya is also believed to offer health benefits. The gelatin extracted from the bones is said to aid in joint health and digestion. This makes it not just a comfort food, but also a dish associated with traditional remedies. Today, paya remains a beloved dish in Pakistani cuisine, symbolizing warmth and tradition. Number 12. Katakat. Ever heard a dish named after the sound it makes while cooking? Meet Katakat, a culinary spectacle where the rhythm of clashing blades on a sizzling griddle creates a symphony as enticing as the dish itself. Katakat originated in Karachi and has become a beloved street food across Pakistan. Its name mimics the Katakat sound produced when chefs rapidly chop meat on a hot griddle using two sharp blades. The dish comprises a rich assortment of organ meats, kidneys, liver, heart, brain, lungs, and lamb chops, all cooked in butter. The preparation involves boiling the meats with spices like ginger garlic paste, cumin, coriander, turmeric, and red chili powder. Once tender, the meats are finely chopped on a griddle, creating the signature sound. The mixture is then sautéed with onions, green chilies, and a blend of spices, often garnished with cilantro and lemon juice. Katakat isn't just about taste, it's an experience. The live preparation, with its rhythmic chopping and sizzling sounds, draws crowds, turning cooking into performance art. It's especially popular during festive occasions like Bakra Eid, where fresh organ meats are readily available. The fame of Katakat has transcended borders. Establishments like Bolan Restaurant in Karachi have been known to ship this delicacy to countries including Germany, China, Kenya, Canada, the USA, Dubai, and Malaysia. Katakat is more than a dish. It's a symphony of flavors, sounds, and cultural heritage. Its unique preparation and rich taste make it a must-try for culinary enthusiasts seeking authentic Pakistani cuisine. Number 11. Chapli Kebab. Burgers sizzle on grills worldwide, but in Peshawar, the kebab throws down the challenge. It's louder, bolder, and it's fried in a pan the size of a car tire. Here's the Chapli Kebab, a dish that doesn't just feed you, it impresses you. Born in the Pashtun heartland of Pakistan, this kebab isn't shaped like a ball or stuffed on a stick. It's wide, flat, and unapologetically bold, just like the culture it comes from. The word chapli actually comes from chaprik, which means flat in Pashto, a perfect nod to its sandal-like shape. What makes this kebab different from all the rest? First, the ingredients don't mess around. We're talking minced beef, or sometimes mutton, mixed with chopped onions, green chilies, crushed coriander seeds, fresh tomatoes, cumin, pomegranate seeds, and sometimes even a crumbled omelet right into the mix. Yes, an omelet. And then there's the frying method. Authentic Chapli kebabs are shallow fried in beef tallow, not vegetable oil. That's what gives them their signature crust and smoky, deep flavor. No fancy marinades, no overnight soaking, just raw power from fresh ingredients and high-heat frying in a heavy iron pan. Head to Taru Jaba near Peshawar, and you'll find Ramble Khan's legendary eatery, known across Pakistan for Chapli Kebabs so big they barely fit the plate. Some of these patties stretch over 6 inches wide and are thick enough to count as a full meal. While Chapli Kebabs are especially famous in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, they've crossed borders and become popular in Afghanistan and across the Pakistani diaspora. Whether you eat them wrapped in naan, dipped in chutney, or with a side of fresh salad, every bite smacks of spice, texture, and tradition. This isn't fast food. This is fire, iron, and heritage packed into a patty that's anything but ordinary. You don't just eat a Chapli Kebab, you remember it. Number 10. Haleem. When a dish takes up to 12 hours to cook and still vanishes in 5 minutes flat, you know it's something serious. That's Haleem. Rich, filling, and packed with flavor, Haleem is one of Pakistan's most beloved comfort foods. It's a dish where wheat, barley, lentils, and shredded meat, usually beef or mutton, are slow cooked together until everything breaks down into a thick, velvety stew. It's not just food, it's a reward for patience. The dish has ancient roots, believed to have evolved from a 10th century Arabian dish called haris. When it traveled through Persia and arrived in the Indian subcontinent, it absorbed local spices and transformed into what Pakistanis know today as Haleem. The preparation is no joke. First, the grains and lentils are soaked overnight. The meat is simmered for hours until it's tender enough to fall apart. Then it's all pounded, stirred, and cooked slowly, sometimes up to half a day, until the texture becomes smooth, almost like a meat porridge. It's this labor-intensive process that gives Haleem its iconic consistency and depth. Spices like black pepper, cinnamon, cardamom, and garam masala give the dish its warm, aromatic flavor. And the toppings are where it really comes alive. Crispy fried onions, fresh coriander, mint leaves, sliced ginger, lemon wedges, and green chilies are all served on the side, so each bite can be customized. Haleem is especially popular during Ramadan, as it's packed with protein and energy, making it the perfect dish to break a day-long fast. But it's not just for religious occasions. Go to any busy food street in Karachi or Lahore, and you'll see Haleem bubbling away in massive cauldrons, ready to be scooped into bowls for long queues of hungry fans. And while beef remains the classic choice, chicken and even vegetarian versions exist, especially in home kitchens. Number 9. Bun Kebab. In Karachi, a burger isn't just a meal. It's a memory wrapped in a bun, spiced with nostalgia, and served sizzling from a street cart. Meet the Bun Kebab, a street food legend that has been a staple of Karachi's culinary scene since the 1950s. Originally crafted as a quick bite for moviegoers outside the Khayyam cinema, this humble sandwich has evolved into a beloved snack across Pakistan. At its core, the Bun Kebab features a patty known as a Shami kebab, made from a blend of minced meat, often beef or chicken, and lentils, seasoned with a medley of spices like garam masala, cumin, and chili powder. Some variations are entirely vegetarian, using mashed potatoes or lentils as the base. What sets the Bun Kebab apart is its preparation. The patty is dipped in a beaten egg mixture and shallow fried on a large, flat griddle called a tawa, giving it a crispy exterior and a tender interior. The bun is toasted on the same griddle, absorbing the flavorful oils. Assembly is an art form. The toasted bun is slathered with a tangy green chutney made from mint, coriander, and tamarind. Slices of onion, cucumber, and tomato are added for crunch and freshness. Some vendors include a fried egg or even coleslaw, adding layers of flavor and texture. Bun kebabs are more than just street food. They're a cultural icon. Found at roadside stalls, school canteens, and even upscale restaurants, they cater to a wide audience. Despite the rise of international fast food chains, the Bun Kebab remains a favorite, often referred to as the poor man's burger, due to its affordability and widespread availability. Number 8. Chapuro. In the icy heart of the Karakoram, where apricot trees cling to cliffs and yak herders sip salted tea, locals have their own version of pizza, but it's filled with meat, sealed with love, and fried in walnut oil. Welcome to Hunza Valley, where the Chapuro reigns supreme. This traditional dish is a savory stuffed bread, often called the pizza of the north. But unlike your typical pizza, Chapuro is a hearty, portable meal designed to fuel mountain life. The name comes from the Burushaski language. Chap means meat, gunsho means onions, and shuro means bread. It's a flatbread stuffed with spiced minced meat, beef, mutton, or even yak, mixed with onions, garlic, cumin, coriander, mint, and green chilies. Some variations include saffron and tomatoes for added depth. The dough is made from whole wheat, buckwheat, or millet flour, reflecting the grains grown in the region. Traditionally, chapuro is cooked on a griddle or baked in a stone oven. The bread is sealed like a pie, then cooked until golden brown. Locals often use apricot or walnut oil, extracted from their own orchards, to fry the chapuro, adding a nutty flavor that complements the spiced meat. Chapuro is more than just food. It's a symbol of Hunza hospitality. Whether served at home or at food stalls near the Baltit Fort, it's a dish that brings people together. Chef Lal Shahzadi, known as Hunza's Superwoman, serves chapuro at her kiosk near the Altar Glacier, using organic, locally sourced ingredients. She even grinds her spices by hand and uses meat from locally raised animals. In Hunza, chapuro is often served with a side of raita or tamarind sauce. It's a dish that tells a story of resilience, community, and the rich culinary traditions of Gilgit-Baltistan. Number 7. Nihari. When a dish is slow-cooked all night just to be eaten before sunrise, you know it's more than food. It's ritual. Born in the royal kitchens of the Mughal Empire, Nihari was once breakfast for nobles after early morning prayers. The name itself comes from the Arabic word nahar, meaning morning. The original version used beef shank, cooked low and slow overnight until the meat became melt-in-your-mouth tender. Today, you'll find versions made with mutton, lamb, or even chicken. But the soul of Nihari is always the same: a deep, rich stew that clings to the spoon, thickened with wheat flour and spiced with a secret mix of long pepper, star anise, cardamom, and cloves. In some legendary shops in Karachi and Lahore, there's a tradition called tar, where a portion of the previous day's nihari is folded into the fresh batch. Some places claim their tar is unbroken for decades. That's flavor with history baked in. Nihari is typically served with hot naan or kulcha, and topped with shredded ginger, green chilies, coriander, and lemon juice. And the final touch? A spoon of nali, the rich bone marrow, mixed into your plate, turning it into a feast you'll remember for days. After the partition in 1947, Nihari traveled from Delhi to Pakistan with the Muhajir community. Over the years, it went from being a royal breakfast to a national obsession. It's now served everywhere, from roadside stalls to five-star hotels. In colder months, many Pakistanis also swear by Nihari's warming properties. It's not uncommon to hear someone call it the cure for colds, body aches, and anything that needs heat from the inside out. Number 6. Karahi. Our next Pakistani dish is so iconic that it's named after the very pan it's cooked in. Karahi is a beloved Pakistani dish known for its rich, spicy flavors and is traditionally prepared in a wok-like pan called a karahi. The dish typically features chicken or mutton cooked with tomatoes, green chilies, ginger, garlic, and a blend of spices, all simmered to perfection. One of the unique aspects of karahi is that it is traditionally cooked without onions, relying on tomatoes to create its thick, flavorful gravy. The origins of karahi trace back to the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa region of Pakistan, where it was initially prepared using game meat. Over time, the recipe evolved, and chicken became a preferred choice due to its widespread availability and shorter cooking time. The dish has since become a culinary mainstay in Pakistan, evolving with regional variations that reflect local tastes and ingredients. One notable variation is the Charsi Karahi, named for its popularity among certain groups and known for its simple preparation using minimal spices, allowing the flavor of the meat to shine. This version is particularly popular in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa region and is often cooked over an open flame, enhancing its smoky flavor. Karahi is typically served with naan or roti and garnished with fresh ginger, green chilies, and coriander, offering a balance to its rich and spicy profile. The dish's simplicity and depth of flavor have made it a staple in Pakistani households and restaurants alike. Beyond its culinary appeal, Karahi holds cultural significance in Pakistan. It's often prepared during family gatherings and celebrations, symbolizing hospitality and togetherness. Number 5. Sobat. In Pakistan's southern Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, there's a dish where bread isn't just served with the meal, it becomes the meal. Meet sobat, also known as painda, a traditional dish deeply embedded in the cultural fabric of regions like Dera Ismail Khan, Banu, and Laki Marwat. The term painda in Pashto translates to a group of people sitting together, highlighting the communal essence of this culinary experience. The preparation begins with slow-cooking meat, commonly chicken or mutton, in a broth enriched with onions, tomatoes, garlic, ginger, and a blend of spices. Once the meat reaches tender perfection, it's removed and fried until crisp. The flavorful broth and crispy meat are then poured over torn pieces of flatbread, known locally as pasti or mayani, which are baked on stone slabs. This ensemble is traditionally served in a large communal dish called a thal, encouraging diners to gather around and share the meal together. Sobat is more than just a meal. It's a symbol of hospitality and unity. In Pashtun culture, serving sobat to guests is a gesture of honor and respect. The dish's communal nature fosters a sense of togetherness, breaking down social barriers as everyone partakes from the same platter. Variations of sobat exist across different regions. In the Saraiki belt, it's known as damani sobat and is a staple during gatherings and celebrations. The dish's simplicity and adaptability have allowed it to transcend regional boundaries, becoming a cherished tradition in various parts of Pakistan. Today, while modern cooking methods have introduced shortcuts, traditional preparation methods remain prevalent, especially in rural areas. Number 4. Halwa Puri. In Lahore, breakfast isn't just a meal, it's an event. And at the center of this morning celebration is a dish that combines crispy, sweet, and spicy into one unforgettable experience. Halwa Puri is a beloved Pakistani breakfast that brings together a medley of flavors and textures. The puri, a deep-fried, unleavened bread, is made from a dough of all-purpose flour and a pinch of salt. Rolled into thin circles and fried until golden, these breads puff up into soft, airy pillows with a slight crisp on the outside. Accompanying the puri is suji ka halwa, a sweet semolina pudding. Prepared by roasting semolina in ghee, then simmering it with sugar and water, the halwa is often flavored with cardamom and garnished with chopped nuts like almonds and pistachios. The result is a rich, aromatic dessert that perfectly balances the savory elements of the meal. No halwa puri breakfast is complete without its savory counterparts: chana masala and aloo ki bhujia. Chana masala is a spicy chickpea curry infused with a blend of spices, while aloo ki bhujia is a mildly spiced potato curry. These dishes add depth and heat to the meal, creating a harmonious blend of sweet and savory flavors. This breakfast ensemble is more than just food, it's a cultural ritual. Often enjoyed on weekends and special occasions, families gather to share this hearty meal, making it a symbol of togetherness and tradition. Street vendors and restaurants across Pakistan, especially in cities like Lahore and Karachi, serve halwa puri early in the morning, with some establishments opening before dawn to meet the demand. The origins of halwa puri trace back to the time of the Mughals, when rich, festive breakfasts became part of royal and everyday life across the region. Over time, it has become a staple in Pakistani households, cherished for its comforting flavors and the joy it brings to communal dining. Number 3. Kir Kun. Who turns dried dates into dessert royalty without a grain of rice in sight? Sindh does. In southern Pakistan, there's a dessert that breaks all the usual rules. No rice, no noodles, just dried dates, slow cooked in creamy cardamom-laced milk until they melt into a thick, silky pudding. This is Kir Kun, Sindh's rich date-based twist on traditional kheer. The word Kun comes from kark, which means dried date in Sindhi. That's the heart of this dish. These dates are first boiled until soft, then gently folded into milk that's been simmered for hours with crushed cardamom pods and just the right amount of sugar. The result? A deep caramel-like flavor and a luxuriously creamy texture. Unlike the more common rice kheer, or even the vermicelli-filled sheer kurma, Kir Kun is minimal, rustic, and loaded with natural sweetness. It's especially popular during Eid celebrations in Sindhi households, where it's served both warm and chilled, depending on the season. And here's what makes it really special. It's not just dessert, it's heritage in a bowl. In many Sindhi homes, recipes are passed down without measurements, relying on the instincts and memory of grandmothers who know exactly how long to stir before the milk thickens just right. Kir Kun isn't something you'll easily find in restaurants or street stalls. It lives in homes, in family gatherings, in quiet kitchens where time slows down. It's what tradition tastes like when it's made with care and a few incredibly simple ingredients. This dish may not have the flashy look of modern desserts, but one bite, and you'll know. This is how Sindh tells a story. Number 2. Saag. In the heart of winter, when fields turn golden and kitchens glow with warmth, our next dish embodies the essence of Pakistani comfort. Saag, a cherished staple in Pakistani households, is more than just a meal. It's a celebration of tradition and togetherness. Predominantly made from mustard greens, this dish has its roots in the fertile lands of Punjab, where mustard has been cultivated for centuries. The preparation of saag is a labor of love. Greens are meticulously cleaned, boiled, and then slow cooked with a blend of spices, garlic, and ginger, resulting in a rich, flavorful dish. Traditionally, saag is paired with makki di roti, a type of cornbread made from maize flour. This combination not only offers a delightful contrast in textures, but also provides a hearty, nutritious meal, especially favored during the colder months. Dish's popularity isn't confined to rural areas. Urban centers across Pakistan relish saag, often adding their own regional twists. Beyond its taste, saag boasts numerous health benefits. Rich in vitamins A, C, and K, as well as iron and calcium, it's known to boost immunity, improve bone health, and aid digestion. Its high fiber content also makes it beneficial for heart health and weight management. Culturally, saag holds a special place in Pakistani society. It's a dish that brings families together, often prepared in large quantities during festivals and communal gatherings. The act of cooking saag is as much about the process as it is about the end result, with recipes passed down through generations, each adding their own touch. Number 1. Sai Bhaji. In Sindhi kitchens, Mondays aren't just the start of the week. They're the day when a pot of sai bhaji simmers, blending greens, lentils, and vegetables into a comforting tradition. Sai bhaji, translating to green vegetables in Sindhi, is a cherished dish from the Sindh region of Pakistan. This hearty stew combines spinach, fenugreek, dill, and sorrel leaves with chana dal, or split chickpeas, creating a nutrient-rich meal that's both flavorful and wholesome. The preparation begins by sautéing onions, garlic, and green chilies in oil, followed by the addition of tomatoes and a medley of vegetables like potatoes, carrots, and eggplants. The soaked chana dal and assorted greens are then incorporated, seasoned with turmeric, cumin, and coriander powders. This mixture is simmered until everything melds into a thick, velvety consistency. Traditionally, sai bhaji is served with bhuga chawal, rice cooked with caramelized onions and whole spices, making it a complete and satisfying meal. The dish's adaptability allows for variations based on seasonal availability, with some families adding vegetables like bottle gourd or substituting sorrel with tomatoes or dry mango powder for tanginess. Beyond its ingredients, sai bhaji holds cultural significance. It's often prepared during family gatherings and is considered comfort food, evoking memories of home and heritage. The dish's simplicity and depth of flavor have made it a staple in Sindhi households, both in Pakistan and among the diaspora. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.